Welcome back to our breads, buns, biscuits. Oh, I wish you guys were here. I wish you guys were here. I tell you, I wish you guys were here. Oops, let me see. How do I get this right? Listen, this kokosha bread smells nice. Look at it. Look at it. It is wonderful. And here's another one. We're gonna have lots of bread to eat. Oh, I wish you were here. But I'm glad you're not here because then I would have to share more. Anyway, welcome back. And here is the bun. You can imagine we just did all of these. Wonderful. And this is a what kind of bread? A wheat bread. A wheat bread.
Homemade wheat bread.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna get into our flatbread. Oh, let me hand over to Dr. Leon. I'm going to greet you and treat you, and then we're gonna talk about flatbread. All right.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I trust that you are enjoying yourself. You are learning a lot. And I see a person ask what kind of flour. Remember, in the recipes that you will get, the videos that we have done, it will show you that you can substitute your flour. For some of the recipes, we'll use the all-purpose non-GMO unbleached flour. But the substitute you can use for that, you can do the spelt or the buckwheat. Those are the two best ones that I find that can give you the same kind of texture as your all-purpose flour. All right? So in case, okay, oh, sorry. All right. All right, so if you're gluten intolerant, then you can use those as substitute, with the same measurement. But the one we are going to concentrate on right now, you're seeing the bun in the background and, all the fancies that's going on. The one we are going to concentrate on is the flatbread. Now, Sister Joyce have been making the most wonderful flatbread ever. And I just love it. I love it. Every time she's coming where I tend to ask, are you taking a flatbread? So I associate her with this flatbread and I enjoy it. And I want us to share that this evening. So we are going to go through the ingredients of what we use and we will do for you the methodology of this flatbread. All right. So let me just give you the ingredients and then we will move on to the method. So we use 4 medium-sized plantain, 1 cup of whole wheat, buckwheat, or spelt flour, depends on which one you're using. We also use 1 cup of oats, all right? Not the old-fashioned oats because that would have been too thick for what you're doing, do not bind well. So you would use the quick oats. But of course, we pre-bake the things that we use. We don't use them raw like that. Then you use 1/2 cup of non-GMO cornmeal. All right, let me find some of those to show you. So this is our cornmeal. This is our non-GMO organic cornmeal. All right, this is our oats over here. So that is your quick oats. Okay, and this is your buckwheat. This is buckwheat flour that we're using. We didn't use a wheat flour right there. All right. And let me continue with what we're using. We have 1 cup of coconut milk. I guess you could substitute almond milk, I suppose. Almond milk.
Okay, for the flavor that you want to have the taste, you use the coconut milk and have it settled and skim the top off where you get the creamy side.
Okay.
And that's how you
Okay. So it's best to use the coconut milk for this recipe to get that kind of flavor. Okay. All right, beautiful. All right. And then we use 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we are very peculiar about the salt that we use. So here it is. It is our pink Himalayan salt. Why? Because of the amount of nutrients that you will get from this salt. 84 trace minerals, just wonderful. So that is the salt of choice. And here we
have pumpkin seeds and sunflower seed
combined, yes.
combined together. We don't crush it out much, but we just whip it and have
Yeah, right. Just a grain and
taste.
right. Yeah. Right, and that is 1 cup of the combination, half cup each, right, to give you that mixture. Okay, now we are going to.
We would also add some flaxseed in, but because of situations, we didn't prepare that flaxseed. So I don't know if further down we can grab some flaxseed, blend it up.
Oh yeah, we have
up and
yeah.
a cup of
flaxseed in it. All right. All right. So we are going to go through the methodology now. And here in the pan, she had crushed the plantain. All right. You can either crush by hand. We have a masher, and if you don't, you can use your fork. If you don't have one of those potato masher, you can use that.
And you can use your electrical one, which goes much faster and have it more refined.
Yeah, yeah. So like
no
ours
wrong.
right now, so it's only good chunks in it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind. I like the chunks. All right. So there it is. All right. So what she's going to be doing now is adding. So what you're adding first, sister?
All the dry ingredients. So this we go with the cornmeal.
Okay. So there goes our 1/4 cup of cornmeal. Yes.
And our cup of buckwheat flour.
Buckwheat. I like buckwheat. When you use buckwheat, you notice that it tends to give things a darker color.
Right.
All right. But pound for pound, it does the same as your normal wheat flour. All right.
Then we go with the oats.
Yeah.
Oats.
1 cup of oats, that is. That goes there.
So I do mixing all the dry ingredients until and then I put the and then I'll put the nuts, the pumpkin seed and the sunflower seed in. And then we have prepared the flaxseed. So I'm going to use a half cup of flaxseed in.
So look at the flaxseed. So it is a grounded, right? So you add that to, I like to add flaxseed to things because it has so many health benefits, especially for females. It's very good for helping ladies with hormone imbalance. Yes. So it goes for your colon to keep it regular and to ensure that you don't have bloatedness. So that's really good. All right. So
now I use the pink Himalayan
the pink Himalayan. Yes. Okay.
And mix together all the dry ingredients until everything is well even. Right. And the last thing that would go in now is our cup of coconut milk.
But based on the way that you do it, it's like it's not even coconut. It's like coconut cream.
Coconut cream.
Right, because you blended it and then skim it, right?
Right.
Right. So look at it. Look at it. It's a cream of it. So much is left in this bottle. Yeah. One thing I know, this thing is really tasty. I enjoy it a great deal. and always look forward to it. Well, the good part is that it's not yet my lunchtime, so this can be baked. And I'll have this with some chickpeas. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What I should have done, just kept going with around, is that way you call it now?
You're going,
Keep going
right,
around.
you're going to cut
And
and
you cut.
fold. Yeah, cut and fold.
Right?
A bit of the,
Amen.
yes.
Until it got moist.
Everything is well
Everything is moist.
yeah.
Then I put it in my flat bread pan.
All right. And you know, you see this word, this is nutrition at its highest. Honestly, you can have a few slices of that, and it's so ready for you. So because the pumpkin seed is there, the sunflower seed is there, all right. Oats is excellent, and the coconut milk so rich and creamy. So all of these things together give you a well prepared dish. Okay. So you can make this and store it, and it can be a raised bread replacement. Okay.
All right. There I go with my square pan.
Yeah.
I have put a little bit of coconut oil in to grease it. So there I go, greasing my pan. And for this amount, we can get 2 flatbread from it. So we're just going to do this one, and what is left, we will go to another.
Yeah, I think there's
Maybe
one.
a round flatbread.
Yeah, and make it a little thinner so that it finish quicker, and I got to get that one quicker done. I can do that. I'll share it with you, audience. I will share. Let me try and answer your questions while we are doing. All right, someone was saying about the bread, or the focus of bread. I think it was the all-purpose unbleached that was used. All right. But you can, as I said, you can use your spelt, and you can use, uh, we can use the spelt or the buckwheat. So it's based on you. You know, something I just discovered that it can only make one in this size pan. So my good intention of having that little bit that will be done quickly, you know, for my 2 o'clock lunchtime. I have to forego that one. Oh, and while we're doing that, I want to show you some little muffins that we made earlier. You'll get the recipes for these things, but I will get back to her. Now look at this one. We did this in bite-sized form, and I want you to learn this one because it is a way of using your leftovers. So we had some ripe bananas. There were so many of them, and we know we could not eat them. So what did we do? Peel them, put them in the freezer, and decide, you know what? Let's use them up. So to make this, let me show you the muffin back. Bite-sized muffin. Huh? To make this one, we just use up the red bananas that we have. We use some oats. We use what else we have? We had some shredded coconut in it. All right. We use and we didn't have any, we didn't put any other flour. We just use the oats and make some flour from it. All right. So we just grind some. We'll get the recipe, but just to tell you a little of it. You just grind that flour and use it. You grind the oats and use it as flour to make it. And we were very deliberate in trying to make these bite-sized one because then everybody can get one out of it, hopefully. All right. You hear my threatening voice because you know some persons might want to get more than one around there and they are drawing near. Okay. So just to say, so you can do that. You just use up the little things. And they're asking me, Doc, what is it called? They asked what is it called? I said, well, it's called this thing without a name because could not yet come up with a name. All right. So, but this is what we get from it. Also, from the same mixture, we did this. And what we did with this one, we added some sesame seeds to it and some slices. You can see that slices of banana and plantain that we put on the top of it. All right, just to give it another touch, right? Even though it was the same mixture. And then there was another one that we did. All right, and this one now, you see, we use mixed pears and cherries and raisins and sesame seed. You know, you need a little touch of sesame seed here and there. It does wonders for what you're doing. All right. And also, I like this one because of the shape of the pan. All right. It gives you, a beautiful design on this one. All right. Still call this thing without a name. I am thinking of a name, but I cannot. It is not, the inspiration is not coming yet, brethren. But when it does, before we give you the recipe, we will come up with a very nice name for it. All right. But this is what. But guess what? They taste good. That's all I can tell you. They are good. All right. So that is it. So she's now finished with the flatbread with my dinner. Here it is. Well, this is a flatbread ready, and we're in. And the plantain flatbread, right? Plantain seed, ripe plantain seed flatbread. We have to mention seeds. There's a lot of seeds. All right. And this is going to be baked for how long?
25 minutes.
For 25 minutes. All right. And then we will get back to you to show you the finished product. Okay. All right. Is there any question, anything you'd want to know, any question you'd like to ask? Just raise your hand and we will answer.
Let's say someone
25 minutes? Or at what degree? 350 degrees. 350 degrees, and it's going in the oven at the moment. All right. Don't you just love looking at this bread? I'm sorry, I just love bread. But anyway, are there any questions, brethren? Going once, going twice. You gotta ask a question now. How much banana?
or
Four medium banana, medium sized banana. Is that for the flatbread Galaxy tab?
Or for the thing without a name.
The thing without a name or the flatbread? Which one are you referring to? Let me let you declare yourself. I can find you at the moment. Galaxy tab A, allow to speak. Okay, go ahead, my dear.
The one that she just put in the oven.
Four medium sized banana. Right,
plantain.
plantain. Four medium sized plantain.
There's no
Oh,
banana.
plantain. Okay.
Yeah, there's no banana in that one. It's ripe plantain. All right.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. No, I have a quick question. I am so happy that you're all. Wait, I should ask. Are you all enjoying yourself here? Are you learning? I don't hear no answer. Thought maybe we shouldn't give them the other cooking something. I don't hear no answer.
Yes, you're enjoying it.
You know, something that I want you to invest, everybody, is make sure that you have good measuring utensils. Okay? Invest in them. So like let us look at some of the things that we have. The measuring utensils that you use for your dry tend to be different from those that are used
Okay,
for wet.
just a second, Doc. Someone asking me if you can substitute the oats with something else.
Well, I suppose there's always substitute for everything.
You can use
Except that
flour.
when you make your thing, it will not taste like what you started with originally. So if you don't use oats, you know what is a good substitute for oats? Quinoa.
Quinoa. Would you powder it or
Yeah.
just use it like that?
Depends, because she had some that was in its original state and then some as flour. Isn't that okay? Right. So you'd have to do it that way. I've never done it. I'm sure Sister Joyce have never done it, so we don't know pound for pound how it would turn out. You understand? But you can experiment. So quinoa can be a good substitute for that.
That is one to try. Try the quinoa or the couscous with it and see. And you know,
Maybe you
listen,
can
don't
tell
be
us.
afraid to make mistake. Go into the kitchen with the Lord and see what it will come out. Right? All right, so we are wrapping up now, but before we go, just quick housekeeping. If there's anybody here that's not a part of the WhatsApp group, I have posted where is it? The link in the chat to join the WhatsApp group. Please, we will be sending out some other information, and we have medical missionary training to come up. So, for the WhatsApp group, just join here. All right. So thank you so much for that. And right. So Doc is going to show you the measurement, and then we can close up. All right. Let's go, Doc.
All right. And in so doing, when the instruments that you use for your weight, they tend to come in the containers that can pour, right? So look at this. This is the one I have here. So this would have been my little 1 cup that I can pour things from. All right.
It says 1 cup.
That's 1 cup. And it's
8 liters, 8 ounces. All right.
Yeah, 8 ounces is 1 cup,
So
right?
this is your little cup.
All right. So
And
I have
you
these
have this
bigger
one.
ones.
No,
Yeah.
It says 1 quart, 3 cups, 2 cups, 1 cup.
So that this is very helpful to give me a more precise measurement, all right, of what you are doing. All right.
900 mils, 1,000. This goes to 1,000 mils. So this is good.
So we have like 2 of those to work with. And then now you have the ones for your dry ingredients. So you're going to find them, especially your measuring cups, in your 1 cup, your half cup, right? Your 1/3 cup, your quarter cup, all right? You'll have those. From these, you can make almost anything you want, all right? From these. You don't have to go deep into say you need a 2/3 cup or you need a 2 cups, because once you have a 1 cup, you automatically have 2 cups because you do it 2 times, right? If something tell you to use 2/3 cup, you have a 1/3 cup measurement already. So you just do that twice. If it is 3/4 cup and your measuring spoons do not have 3/4 cup, what you're going to do, just take half and a quarter. A half and a quarter. So like the quarter cup and your half cup measurement, that will give you 3/4 cup. All right, so it's very important for you to remember them. So let us now look at, I like the color coding thing, so I have many colors in the things to determine what we're doing. Now, when it comes to your spoon, it's very important that you try to use the correct spoon to measure what you're doing if you're working with a recipe. Because sometimes if you say, this thing called for, say, half cup, but all you have is a 1 cup, and you say, all right, I'm going to put half of it in the thing. The measurement is not very precise, and you'll find that sometimes your baking or your cooking doesn't come out as good as it would have done if you had used the right measurement. All right. When it comes to your spoons, you'll have your 1 tablespoon. Then you're going to have your half tablespoon. You're going to have your 1/4 tablespoon. And you're going to now move over into your teaspoon, 1 teaspoon, half of a teaspoon, 1/4 of a teaspoon. And there's a very strange one. You might have it in your arsenal there at home. Look at this one. Have you ever seen a recipe that calls for a pinch of something? This is the one that they are talking about. So it's very small. A pinch is just something like if you're pinching something. Yeah, just a little bit between your fingers, right? The thumb and your index finger. So this is the one that by measurement, if you have to use something, this is the one that is used. And we tend to use this one in our baking when it comes to things that are very strong, like star anise. Star anise is one beautiful spice to use in your cooking, but it is so potent that you need just a small amount. And therefore, we use this one to add to our baking, because if you use a lot of it, it's going to taste very bitter. All right? So a little goes a long way. Okay? Just thought I will point that out. This is the most crucial one that I want us to remember. If you don't have it, just a pinch, just a little. Don't say the recipe said give me a little, but you think, man, if I put a little more in it might be better. Sometimes just add in even like a 1/4 teaspoon or a 1/4 cup of something into something. It throws off whatever you are preparing. Get your original recipe right first before you do any addition or any subtraction or any division to it. All right? Just get the original one first. Okay, I think that's what I would point out. Oh, and another thing I need to remind you, when you're making something and you have to use a liquid ingredient that is in a fluid form, always remember to oil the container first, the measuring container first before you put in any fluid. If not, maybe a 1/4 of it might stay back in the spoon and you will not get the right measurement. So if it said use 1 tablespoon, grease the tablespoon first. So suppose it's your molasses or your honey, your agave, any of those things, grease the tablespoon, and then you pour that liquid on it so that all of it can pour out. Okay? I think that's your reminder for today. No, we want some person to cook tomorrow. Need someone. You're going to get the recipe today, and we are going to ask someone, 2 or 3 persons, to prepare something and walk us through. So we'd love some volunteers. We will give you the recipe, and you can tell that whether or not you want to try to make it. All right? Over to you, nurse.
All right. I'm sure everyone is enjoying this today with a practical. And I mean, there's so much recipes that we can do for breads, for buns, and for biscuit, but you got a whole lot today. I am just dying to taste some of these things. So we have class tomorrow again at 10, and we're gonna look at biscuits, biscuit, right? And cookies, cookies fall into biscuits. And what that? Well, so we want to say goodbye today, and tomorrow we will go on with our biscuits. All right. So have a great day. Thanks for coming on. Continue to eat well, and remember that you are Bible believing, Bible based believers. Breads, buns, and biscuits.